What's up, everyone? I'm Tatum. Welcome to another episode of Off the Wall, where I'm going to be going through my vinyl collection and sharing it with you. Now, before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, so we can go up in the algorithms a little bit. All right, let's get into it. This is one of my favorite albums, of all time. Yeah, yeah. It meant a lot growing up, 13 years old. This is one of those albums. So today we're going to talk about Jay-Z, the Black Album. This is so dope. It even looks messed up. I guess it adds a little bit more character to it. This is dope, man. This album was really on my wall. I had to put it down to make this episode. This is this is one of my favorites. Yeah, so let's get into it. All right, so let's get into it. The Black Album by Jay-Z was at the time his last album. Let me start by saying that Jay-Z is my favorite rapper of all time, top tier favorite artist of all time, everything you can name. So when the Black Album came up, I was 13 and man, I was heartbroken. I was like, who the fuck am I gonna listen to if my favorite rapper doesn't rap anymore? I was heartbroken. So the anticipation leading up to this album was crazy, coming off the Blueprint 2, which it received lackluster reviews. And then I remember the fucking promos for the earlier stages of the Black Album. It's supposed to be 12 songs with 12 producers. It was supposed to be Jay-Z's last album and one song from Primo, one song from Dr. Dre, one beat from Eminem, one beat from Swiss Beats, one beat from Just Blaze, Kanye, and so on, 12 songs. And even seeing that as a kid, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be fucking amazing. But lo and behold, that's not even how it the album was sequenced, or it didn't even go down like that. Maybe those songs wasn't good enough, or maybe man, when you get fucking two beats from Kanye that's Encore and Lucifer, and you get Just Blaze giving you December 4th and PSA, somebody got to get off the list. Just just my thoughts. But the Black Album really holds high in my list of Jay-Z albums. To me, it switches back and forth depending on what day it is between the Black Album and the Blueprint. Yeah, it's a toss up for me with those. Yeah, it's just a toss up for me. Either way, the songs on the Black Album has Allure, which is my favorite Jay-Z song of all time. You don't really get a Jay-Z that's pinnacle Jay-Z. That's everything you want in the Jay-Z songs. The story, the beat, the rhymes, everything he painted in that story. So yeah, it's hard to beat that album for me. Going into it, I remember hearing the intro and how all things must come to an end and this whole mystique of everything, and December 4th comes on, and then you get What More Can I Say, and What More Can I Say is the now it seems like a slept on Jay-Z record. It doesn't get mentioned as much, but I remember when that shit first came out and it was nuts. Oh shit, he's going at 50, he's going at Busta Rhymes, and any album with fucking PSA on it is just it's just, you can't go against it. And if you know the story of if you know the story of how that song was made and how Jay-Z was going in and out of interview with doing press for the Black Album because it was supposed to be turned in, and then he's writing verses at the same time of going in and out of interview. It was the last song added to the album, thank God. Because it's probably the song that it probably hits the most from the Black Album to this day. It's probably the strongest song, performance wise. You probably won't see a Jay-Z concert where he doesn't do PSA. And I remember this album dropping on the same day as Beg for Mercy, which was which was tough because I think Beg for Mercy is a classic album too. But you got that, and the Black Album, and 99 Problems, bro. 99 Problems was so ill. I remember watching Fade to Black. I had the DVD and I would watch that religiously, back to back to back to back to back to back. The Timberland scene when they're making Dirt Off Your Shoulders, and man, Jay-Z is just unmatched. That's I remember Pharrell playing the Allure beat and Jay-Z writing to it right then. That shit was just amazing. So And man, a lot of people sleep on fucking. Let me just say this: a lot of y'all hate on Justify, my thug, but that nigga went the fuck off and like he said the Michael Schumacher of the rock roster, traveling Mach 5, barrel in my apparel can stop God. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't want to hear no more Justify my thug like scrutiny from here on out. Let me see. What don't I like about the Black Album though? I don't like that Eminem gave Jay Z and Nas the same exact beat. Like if you listen to Moment of Clarity and what's the fucking I Carry the Cross on Godson. Like it's the same. It's literally the same exact beat. Let me see. I'm really not a big fan of my first song. Like I get it, like it's your last album, you close it out with that kind of song. You got the reminiscent stories and everything, but I think it was like very like compared to everything else that was on the album. Uh, Jesus, man. Come on, man, Lucifer. That song was ridiculous. Damn. Change clothes. Like I remember Change Clothes that had me shaky when it first came out though. Like it was like I don't know what this album is spec. It kind of led in that front and vein, with the Neptunes and Jay Z. Um, damn threats. Like that was my first time hearing Knife Wonder. Like getting introduced to Knife Wonder. Like with Cedric the Entertainer on. It's just so great, man. So like it's great to have this in my album collection. Like this is the shit I'm gonna pass down. Like when my son gets old enough, I'm gonna be like, hey, listen to this Jay Z. You kids don't know nothing about this good rap shit. So like, it's very dope. If he would have stayed retired, like that would have been the greatest. That would have been so dope to leave on the Black Album. He came back with Kingdom Come and American Gangster and all this other shit. But that's like pinnacle Jay Z. It sums up all Jay Z's to me. That's what makes it the number one Jay Z album for me. Like you get all these Jay Z albums and you get all the like I think every album has a piece of Jay Z and he really summed them all up in this last album. Like you get his storytelling, you get his gangster raps, you get his I'm teaching you shit, you get his bravado shit, you get his girl shit. You get every Jay Z that you can think of and like the best song though. Like the best song. So to me, like I said, Black Album is one of my favorites in my collection. Teeters between Blueprint. Uh, but yeah, it's up there for me. It's like one of the greatest albums of all time. So I'm happy to have it in my collection. Happy to share it with you. Uh, Comment what you think about the Black Album. You think it's one of Jay Z's best albums? Do you think the Blueprint is Reasonable Doubt? Hard Knock Life fan? Let me know. Let's discuss it in the comments. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, and you know that's it. I'm Tatum. That's Jay Z's The Black Album. It's time to put this album back on my wall.